ago to start. Just how are you guys feeling, and just how the first couple days gone for you?
They've been great. It's not any easier this year than it was in the past, so we're prepared for how tough the camp is. But it's great to be back out here with the guys and back in the grind again. This is where you start to build that camaraderie and where you really come together as a team when you go through a tough camp. So we're all getting through it and enjoying it.
And just when you look at the roster, specifically your top nine, you guys basically returned everyone but Vladdy. Just how much could that benefit you guys, knowing that you guys have basically the bulk of that group back that's been through this process for the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's huge. Our forward group is basically the same with just a little more experience. So it's great to have all those guys that went through it all last year and the year before. So we know how difficult it is and how hard it is to win. So it's great to have everyone back here.
Kind of going off of that, in previous years you always came to camp with that goal in mind to get to the end and win the whole thing. Now coming in this year, how does it feel different coming off that experience of winning a Stanley Cup?
Yeah, it actually doesn't feel any different. The mindset, the goal, it's all the same. No one came into camp expecting to take it lightly or change anything. Everyone seems just as dialed in, just as hungry to go and win again. So it honestly feels the exact same as last year.
Yeah, I think Bill Zito talked about what hangover. He goes, we've never done this before, so who says that there has to be one, right? I mean, just go out there and play and see what happens. Is that the attitude right now?
Yeah, I think that's just a saying. It's like an excuse, I guess, for teams to, if they have an off year or a tough start or whatever, they can just use that excuse. So I think it's all in your head, and there's no need to think that way. So we're just going to treat this year just like we did last year.
But speaking of that, last year you guys had an obvious motivation. You came into camp with a chip on your shoulder, carried it through all year. Now what do you do? Now that you guys are the hunted, I guess.
Yeah, I think we just got to keep that same mindset. I mean, we were a little we had a little chip on our shoulder, but I think we can play like that this year again. We have pretty much the same group, same guys that are willing to go to war, go to battle. So that shouldn't change anything.
I mean, it's a bit early in camp to be starting to talk about line combinations, but it seems like you've been rolling with Evan Rodrigues again on your line with Matthew Tkachuk. I mean, how has it been like having him back on there? So you guys didn't play together too much during the regular season, but definitely were in the Cup final.
Yeah, it worked well. We instantly, me and Chucky, found great chemistry with him. He's a great player, and I think he complements our game really well. With his speed and his shot, his playmaking ability, he's got all those tools, and I'm looking forward to getting a longer, getting the chance to play with him a little longer, build more and more chemistry, and he's a great player, so looking forward to that opportunity.
Have you been asked about your contract yet this summer?
No, I've not.
Is that kind of weird? I mean, in a lot of markets that would be like a number one thing, and here it just seems like everything just kind of gets worked out. Is that nice to be part of an organization where none of that, it doesn't have to be a distraction?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. Yeah, honestly, I hear about other other players in big markets. That's all people want to talk about, but it's kind of nice not having that distraction, and I got a great relationship with the team, so not worried about that at all. Just gonna go through camp, and we'll see how things play out.
And do you ever look back at how much things have changed here since you got here? You're kind of a weird situation in 21 with the COVID season, and to where you guys are now. I mean, it's kind of neat the trajectory.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. Definitely took a little bit of time this summer to look back on it, and it was a different career route than I think most, or than I anticipated my career going. But you know, people you know, develop or get opportunities at different times, and you know, I wouldn't change anything about my entire situation. I'm just grateful to, you know, be here and be a Florida Panther now, and yeah, I love everything about my situation.
I mean, how was it during the off season, kind of managing both celebrating and appreciating the Stanley Cup and all of that, while also kind of gearing your focus towards getting ready for camp? Because I mean, it seems like talking to a lot of guys, you guys kind of found a pretty good balance on that.
Yeah, it was. You know, sometimes when you, we noticed last year when you play so late, you know, it's easier to stay in hockey and game shape. Obviously, there was some great celebrating, some great partying after, but yeah, I think once August hit, you kind of just, you know, regroup, refocus, and you still enjoy every minute of the win, but you just gotta get a new focus on.
Thanks, Benny. Appreciate it,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Gus
Thank
Forrest
you.
is next.